Good morning student. We are learning railway station and yard, and that today's topic is station yard component. First component is ash pit. Now we all are aware of steam engine. In steam engine we are using coal. Coal is burned to run the engine and the byproduct which obtain is ash. So we are producing ash. Now this produced ash is to be disposed of somewhere so that the engine can again burn a more coal. So that area which receives the ash which are produced due to burning of coal in a locomotive, so that area is known as ash pit. So in steam engine ash is produced as coal is used as fuel. Clear? Ash pits are required to receive ash from the locomotive boiler. Clear? So the ash produced are collected in the ash pit. Now this pit is in rectangular form. Clear? So the ash pit consists of a rectangular masonry line pits. So the dimension, so length of the rectangular will be same as the length of the engine, but the depth of the rectangle should be kept up 0.76 to 1.22 meter, and the length should be same as the length of the engine, or you can keep it slightly more than the longest size of the engine. Clear? So the depth of the pit is about 0.76 to 1.22 meter, and the length is kept slightly more than the longest engine likely to use ash pit. Clear? Now the ash pit is created at the center of the railway track, or it will be on any one side of the track. So when you create it, how you will create this? So the track, below the track you will construct a beam, and the beams are supported on the wall, and at the end of the wall there will be a floor. So this is the construction of the ash pit. It will be shown in the figure in next slide. So the ash pits are surrounded by longitudinal beams made either of timber, concrete or steel, on which the track's rail are fixed. So below the track rail there will be a beam which is of timber or a concrete or a steel, and this ash collected in the ash pit should be disposed to the center or to the one side of the train. Clear? It will be on the center or on the one side. Now this ash these ash pits are generally provided on the yard or loco yard, but sometimes these are provided on the stations or platform also. But when they are provided in platform, they should be provided at the end of the platform. Clear? So normally ash pits are provided in loco yards, but sometimes they are provided at the end of the platform lines. Clear? Now this is a figure of ash pit. So here there is a rail, and below the rail there is a longitudinal beam, and this beam are supported on this wall, and at the end there is a concrete floor. So the hollow space is used to store the ash. Clear? Now second component, that is water column. Water column, you all are aware of this component also. Water column, the purpose of this component is to feed the water into the locomotive to store or to charge the engine bogies compartment with the water. So water columns are provided for feeding the water to the steam locomotive. These are provided at the station you have seen, and these are provided at the intermediate stations, and at the main station they are provided in more numbers. More than 2 water columns are provided. They are provided at intermediate stations, by the side of the main line installed on the ash pit, and at important station 2 or more water columns can be provided. As well as these water column are also provided in the locomotive. They are also provided in locomotive yard. Now the water will come in this water column from the overhead water tank. So the water is supplied to the water column through an overhead water tank. Now this water column, it is consist of a vertical pipe, and vertical pipe is swing arm is with swing arm, and at the end of the swing arm there will be a swan neck shape. This will be seen in the next slide in water column figure. Clear? So the water column consists of a vertical pipe with a swing arm of either a horizontal or swan neck shape, and the height of this water column is kept about 4.42 meter from the ground level, and the projection, the swing arm, is of about 2.55 centimeter. The height of the water column above the ground level is kept 4.42 meter, and its projection from vertical pipe is 2.55. It is shown in figure. Wait, this is the figure of water column. Clear? You can see a vertical pipe, clear, of 4.42 meter of the top, and then it is a sway back, and at the end it will be a swan neck shape. Clear? So this is a water tank, water column, and the water is come from the overhead water tank. Clear? And this will fill the water to your bogies or to your engine. It is your compartment. Clear? This is the second component, that is called water column. Now third component, that is turntable. Turntable, from name itself you can say it is used for the turning purpose, turning of the engine or to change the direction of the locomotive or engine. You can change the direction of your car easily, but in the case of engine you cannot change the direction easily, so you have required a special arrangement that is known as turntable. So turntable is used for changing the direction of the locomotive. These are provided at important and main station where space is limited, because engines are require more space to change the direction. So turntables are constructed, and these are costlier, so cannot be constructed at any station. So they are provided important station where space are limited, and these are very costlier. So the use of turntable is made at important stations where space is limited, and the turntable is costlier installation than a triangle. Now how it is? So the turntable consists of a system of a track. There will be more number of railway tracks on a turntable, and it will consist of a circular shape, centrally pivoted. Clear? It will be clear by seeing a figure. So the turntable consists of a track on a platform, which in turn is supported at a central pivot. Clear? This central pivot can rotate about a circular circumference. Clear? So the circular platform or turntable is installed in a circular pit. Circular platform is constructed on a circular pit, and this can be revolved. So how it works, that I will explain you now. So when engine, the two or more tracks radiate from the circular edge of the pit. Two or more tracks are provided on the circular edge. Clear? Now when engine is to be turned, I'll explain the procedure. When you have to turn the direction, first of all what you will do, when you have to change the direction, the turntable is rotated about its pivot till the track on the turntable is in the line of the track on which engine is standing. Means you will bring the position of the track in the direction of your engine. So you will connect your engine line and the turntable in a single pair. Now you will lock the turntable, and then you will bring the engine to on the turntable. Now the turntable will revolve and bring to the position, and then turntable is locked and the engine is moved to the another direction. Clear? So now turntable is locked, engine come to the turntable, the turntable is unlocked, rotated, and track on turntable comes in the line of track on which the engine is to be sent. Clear? This is a figure of turntable. You can clearly see this is circular pivoted. Clear? This is the main track, and these are the pairs of the track in which direction you have to bring the train. Clear? And see the arrangement where this is the girder, and girders are moved using the wheels. So using wheels, the whole pivoted circumference is circular platform is rotated, and you can bring the position you require for your locomotive. Clear? So it is used for changing the direction of the engine. A train is come from one direction, it is placed on the turntable. Turntable will rotate in whichever direction you want, and then engine will move in that direction. Clear? Thank you.